Yeah, I saw Superman. I'm trying to. I don't think I could talk about it without spoilers, so I have to apologize. So if anyone hasn't seen it, you might want to leave because I don't know how I can talk about it without spoilers. It's just gonna be too vague and generic. It was good. Superman was good. It was good. It was a lot. I remember when the trailer first came out, I said that it looked like it was like so much they're trying to pack into one movie, and it feels like that in the actual movie. It definitely does feel like that. It's a lot going on in that movie, which I think could have been condensed. Some things could have been cut out. It feels like you're coming into like the second act of a movie, or the second act of a trilogy. That's what the movie feels like. It just jumps right in to like Superman already established. They don't they don't do anything with the origin story, none of that stuff, which I get why, it's Superman. They've done that story many times, but because they just kind of jump into things, it just, maybe I'd connect more with the characters if they did sort of have an origin or more time building up the character before we're, thrown into all the craziness. Whoever played Lex Luthor, he did an amazing job. I thought that was the best written Lex Luthor. I thought it was a good performance, but even before the performance, the characterization of Lex Luthor, I think, was the best we've ever seen. In live action. Maybe the best was in the cartoon, the 90s cartoon, but he was the best live action Lex Luthor I've ever seen, so that's already a huge accomplishment. The lengths, the extremes he's willing to go through to punish Superman. And we get that reveal at the end of the movie about his motivations and everything. That's exactly what Lex Luthor is. Superman, the actor who played Superman, and this characterization was really good. I think it was Clay that showed me a clip from the movie where he sounded like mumbly, and I said he sounded like a football player trying to act. That's the worst clip of him possible, I think. He sounds a lot better in the rest of the movie. I think that was just not the best scene to show him, his performance. He does really well in the actual movie. That's just one small scene, and he doesn't sound great in it. But the rest of the movie, he's pretty good. Again, the characterization is rock solid. This is a Superman who has a big heart. Yeah, he's very light. Loves life. He loves protecting life. They're trying to be sort of like, Superman. I guess there's no other way to put that. They're trying to be like actual Superman, where they're fighting a giant monster in the city, and all these other superheroes are trying to kill the thing. And his thought is how can we contain this monster? How can we take it off world and not have to kill it to beat it? The tone of the movie, it's like Silver Age Superman. You have Crypto and Supergirl at the end of the movie, spoilers, which is fun. It's just kind of a clash. They're doing Silver Age Superman, or even I don't know, any cartoon Superman. They're doing a cartoony Silver Age kind of Superman mixed in with some real world shit. And I think maybe if they had because they're very separate ideas, to do goofy Superman stuff. And not too goofy. I don't want to exaggerate and give anyone the wrong idea. It's Silver Age. It's a little lighter, a little sillier, but it's mixed in with real world shit. And I feel like maybe if they had gone a little more tonally into the real world shit, it would have been for the better, or not delve into that at all. But it's this weird combination. We're gonna have the lightest Superman in 30, 40 years, but also it's gonna be talking about Israel and the Palestinians and what's going on with Iran right now. That's the movie's biggest achievement. To have the balls, James Gunn, to have the balls to talk about what Israel's doing in a fucking superhero movie, I gotta give him mad props for that. And whoever else wrote the movie, mad props. They just outright say, fuck Israel, fuck invading lesser, smaller countries, being fascist dictators, fuck all that shit. And if you do that shit, you deserve to have superheroes fuck you up and kill you. The balls to do that in a major studio movie, a PG-13 studio movie for families. I gotta give this dude mad props for that, because that's what it was. That was him saying, fuck Israel, fuck supporting Israel in our government, which is just massive balls for him to do that. Because that was the thing with the made-up country that they had in the movie, is that our country supported them. They're our allies, we support them. That doesn't mean that what they're doing is fucking right. They're pieces of shit that deserve to be punished. And Superman does it very peacefully, not killing anybody. And at the end, no, the Hawk Girl just straight up murders him. And I it's just like, yes, thank you. Thank you. That's how dictators should be handled. That's how fascists should be handled. Should be dropped off of a fucking building. that was again, very James Gunn cynical, which I appreciate. That was like straight out of a Suicide Squad movie in a Superman film. That was awesome. That's a cynicism and not giving a fuck in a Superman movie, which is, again, an odd combination, because the movie, tonally, like, you have all these superheroes. Like, the movie starts off saying, like, superheroes have been around for, like, 300 years. Metahumans have been around for 300 years. Superman just got here 30 years ago, so it's been, like, superhero shit for a while, or superpowered shit for a while. You know, it's really goofy. So, again, that contrast, I don't know if that blends together the best, but and again, it's a lot going on to make both those things work. You want to have the really out there James Gunn stuff. You want to have talking about like modern day politics in Israel and this fucked up country that we're in. You also want to have a crypto super dog. Like, it's a lot of things. This movie's like a lot of things thrown into a blender and mixed up. Where again, I feel like if they had been a little simpler, a little more straightforward, stuck to maybe one or two plot lines, I think it would have been a better movie. But it's still pretty good. It's still good, you know. Once again, Superman's great. Lex Luthor is the best Lex Luthor I've ever seen in live action. Just perfect. Just to a T. And same with Superman. Like, he doesn't have to tell the audience this, but it's nice that he does, like, at the end of the movie. Like, I'm not an alien. I'm a fucking human being. I was raised on Earth. I was raised by human beings on Earth. I fucking fear things. I make mistakes all the time. I feel joy. I feel happiness. I'm a fucking person. Lex. That was great. That was great at the end of the movie. And that twist, which I don't remember what they took that from, where his parents from Krypton, Jor-El and his mom, that they're pieces of garbage. But it fits in with the themes of the movie, is that his parents were trash, but that doesn't mean he has to be. Again, it just fits perfectly with the themes going on in the movie of fascist dictatorship and not supporting wrong for the sake of it, or not supporting wrong because you have a connection to it. Mr. Terrific was fucking fantastic, and I'm so happy that actor got to play superhero after. Oh, was that the same dude in First Class that they made a joke? Yeah, you know, Mr. Terrific was good. He was the best hero in the movie, past Superman. Like, it was a good balance between Superman and, like, real life. Like, you should kill the villain sometimes. You, Superman, don't have to. That's fine. You don't have to kill anybody, Superman, but you know, we have to sometimes, you know. No, Mr. Terrific was great. The actor was good. This is just like a nerd thing for me. This is just a nitpick. But I hated seeing him like fighting people with his like little robot spheres. It's like, why do you even need to go out into active, like, why do you need to go into combat if the only thing you can do is have these little like machines attack people? You could do that from fucking anywhere. Why do you personally have to go? That just like leaves you vulnerable, and then you can't do as much. You know, I just thought that was kind of dumb. And I always feel that way when they try to have like tech heroes in movies. They always just feel like they have to be there, but they're not really that useful. But he was made useful in every other way. But don't have him fight anything, maybe. That's the only thing I can say, is that maybe don't have him fight anything. Have him do what he did in the movie, where he's like hacking through shit, analyzing the area, figuring out what the fuck happened to Superman, bringing him back through the portal. That was sick. That was him being utilized very well. But to see the stupid shit where he's like trying to do a punch and then the sphere hits the person and said, yeah, ding, like, it's like you could literally sit in your ship and do that. Like, it looks stupid. I don't know, but that's just me. That's just a nitpick. Yeah, it was nice they finally included him. I wish they would have done more with like him and his relationship to Clark. Like, every Superman movie, Jimmy's just kind of on the wayside. Whenever they include him, I thought it was nice. The first time they show him is with him and Clark, like, giving a joke back and forth and being chill with each other. And then you never see the two again in the rest of the movie. But so that's kind of a shame. You know, Jimmy's his best friend. It'd be nice if, you know, he had some input on what's going on. But he was well used. He was well used in the plot through stupid humor means. But still, that reminds me of one of the few issues I have. But it's not exclusive to this movie. It's just like PG-13 superhero movies. It's some of the lame humor. Like, oh my god, Jimmy Olsen's the hottest guy on earth and every chick wants to hook up with him. It's just like, okay, is it really that funny that you have to make this, like, not only in the movie, but, you have to make it a significant part that actually, like, solves the plot and gets Lex arrested? I thought that was, like, lame superhero shit. And there's some lame superhero movie banter and quips and stuff that I didn't like, but that's to be expected. It's a fucking PG-13 Superman movie. You just have to, superhero movie, you just have to expect that. I don't like that stuff. I think it's corny, and that's for, like, the kids, I guess. I don't fucking know, but, yeah, the humor in the movie wasn't always good. I laughed hard a few times, which never happens in a superhero movie. I laughed hard twice. The first time was the absurdity of Lex, which this isn't intentional. This is unintentional, humor, I think, but the absurdity of Lex getting on the news saying, we've had scientists and interpreters, we've had interpreters and scientists across the entire planet analyze this speech, and this is exactly what they're saying, that they want Superman to destroy the Earth. Yes, we have scientists analyzing a fucking completely alien language from another planet. You don't know what the fuck they're saying. Get the fuck out of here. I thought that was stupid and funny, whether that was intentional or not. I thought that was funny. Yes, we've interpreted this alien language, and we can conclusively determine that they're said to destroy the Earth, son. Yes, we can tell that from a fucking alien species, that we have no understanding of their language or what they're saying. Yeah, I got a big laugh out of that. The other big laugh I got was intentional when Lex is so petty. He has monkeys from another dimension typing tweets and Instagram posts to be like, fuck Superman, hashtag Superman is shit. That was like just the biggest shock, and I just couldn't help but bust out because that's brilliant. Like, Lex is so petty. He has alien monkeys typing on computers just to shit on Superman and tweets. Like, that's so stupid and weird and ridiculous and great. That was a fucking, oh, that was hilarious. I died laughing. That's such a James Gunn thing. Again, I commend his determination to be as strange as possible. Just go full weirdness and not compromise in any way. He's just like has the balls and strength to just say, fuck it, I'm gonna go all the way with the weird shit. This sounds really weird for me to say after praising the movie, but he should not make a super, like, his lane is doing like weird obscure characters and just making them work together. Whether you like Guardians, whether you like Suicide Squad, that's like his strength. Like, how do I take these characters no one cares about, these bizarre characters that really shouldn't be together, and put them in a movie and make them work? He's really good at that. He did a great job with Superman, but in seeing stuff like Mephisto and Mr. Terrific and Green Lantern, which was Guy Gardner, which is hilarious, and Hawkgirl, like, that's such a weird collection of like D-list fucking superheroes. Not even the main Green Lantern. Like, that alone could be its own movie, and probably should. I feel like that was a little much. Again, there's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, Metamorpho was great. I always liked Metamorpho's powers just generally. Him and Firestorm, I always thought were like the strongest superheroes in terms of potential, what they could potentially do with the abilities they have. Yeah, he was really and well utilized visually and everything in that movie. That's one of James Gunn's talents on top of everything else, and not just in his creativity, writing, but visually. Like, all the cool stuff you can have him do visually in the movie. Nathan Fillion, thank you, because people always want him cast as Hal Jordan, which he would have been good for, but he's really good as Guy Gardner too. You know, it's just a comedic role, and he did good with it. He did very well with it. Also ballsy to commit to the stupid fucking bowl cut. Yeah, that dumb fucking Guy Gardner bowl cut. Yeah, that dumb, terrible Guy Gardner haircut. Yeah, they went all the way, and I appreciate the movie for that. So happy there's no Christ allegories. No, the superhero created by Jewish American immigrants isn't a fucking... Yeah, oh god. You'll notice I haven't made not one mention to Man of Steel. I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. But yeah, this is obviously how you should do Superman, where you don't skip over, like, his parents being good people who raised him to be a good person, and that he values all life, and you, like, actually have him talk and have character. You know, that's why I haven't even brought it up. It goes without saying, obviously, where this movie succeeds, where Man of Steel doesn't, but yeah. Yeah, it's so stupid. Superman isn't Jesus, no matter how much Zack Snyder tells us he is. But we don't have to deal with his stupid universe anymore. I did find it weird that... What's John Cena's character's name in Suicide Squad? It was weird seeing him in the Superman movies, because those movies are connected to, like, the old universe, so I don't know how the fuck that works. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I mean, they're using, like, the old John Williams Superman theme. None of this really matters, I guess, but it was weird seeing him... Peacemaker in this new Superman thing, because they're ignoring, obviously, the Zack Snyder universe, but they're connected to that. I don't fucking know. It's weird. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, if anyone hasn't seen the new Superman movie, I very much recommend it. It's good. It's fun. It's entertaining, and my favorite aspect, it has balls. It has the balls to talk about what's going on in Israel and in our shitty government, like, supporting what Israel's doing and fascism and all that shit and saying fuck all that. So it was good. It was good. On top of just being a good superhero movie, it had balls too, which I appreciate. James Gunn has balls. I like balls.